Hemingford, quite a trip to get here. For more on that, let's go down to Brandon Aksamit.
Guys, talking about that trip all the way from the Panhandle, Hemingford, Coach Jordan Haas said it's not going to faze them even though it was a long trip. They're so used to long road trips, he says they don't even measure the trips in time. They measure them in movies watched. In case you were wondering how many movies this trip was to Lincoln, it was a 4-movie trip, split into 2 days. They left Saturday, they ended up stopping in Kearney Saturday night, got a movie as a team, went and watched Hunger Games 2, then got up Sunday, stopped again in Grand Island, did a little bit of a team workout, then arrived in Lincoln Sunday afternoon, and the final leg of Hemingford's uncharted journey to Lincoln is about to begin right around the corner here.
So Cozad comes in the favorite, Ashland Greenwood the underdog, and for more on those underdogs who are just used to this situation, let's go down on the field. Here's Brandon Aksamit.
Yeah, guys, just called this Blue Jay team the comeback kids. Ryan Thompson, the head coach for Ashland Greenwood, said this team has aged him by 20 years just because no matter the situation, they always stay calm and they always seem to come back. During the regular season against Raven Central, they had a last-minute interception and then touchdown to give them the victory. And then in Wahoo, they won by 1 point to give them their first district title win in school history. In these playoffs, they had a second-round win against Wilbur Claytonia where they had to have a goal line stand to win. And to the semifinal game that got them here in Lincoln, they scored with 5 seconds left against Columbus Lakeview for the go-ahead win. They just are always coming back. They're always making plays. A big reason why they stay so calm, Brian Thompson says, they're goofy in practice. They have fun. Kids are always smiling. They'll have coaches running routes and playing plays. They'll have players coaching coaches. So these guys just stay calm. They're cool under pressure. And if the situation gets weird or they're down this game, do not count them out.
Just before the game, Brandon Aksamit was with Cozad. Let's go down to Brandon.
Guys, listening to Brian Cargill's pregame speech, took a little excerpt from Bo Pelini. He said, guys, nothing changes. We just need to stay the course. While Jake Paulson, he's their offense. He said, linemen, you guys are the ones who are going to carry us to the promised land. We're following it right behind you all game. He said, we're here. We need to finish what we started and play for all things Cozad. Guys, Coach Cargill was so pumped up. His team had to remind me. He said, Coach, you forgot to do the team prayer. We need to pray before we go out. So these guys, they're ready to go. They prayed, and now they're out here and ready to play.
Let's go down on the sideline with Brandon Aksamit. Brandon.
Guys, Exeter Milligan head coach Dean Philippi got his team together after that touchdown, rallying the troops a little bit, saying, hey, you guys need to keep your heads up. I don't want to see any heads down right now. They're down 12-0, but the positive thing he wanted them to focus on is we've stopped both of their 2-point conversions. It's still only 12-0. Those 2 stops could play a part later in this game if the Timberwolves get on the board.
Let's go down to the field with Brandon.
Coach, obviously not the ideal first half you draw up, but a huge kick return, a huge scoring drive as time expires. Assess your team's performance that first half.
Well, we're definitely struggling. The turnovers put us in a hole, and our tackling is not very good. And those are things we got to get after the second half if we want a chance to get back in it. But the last drive gave us a little momentum, hopefully, going in the second half.
Your offense puts up 58 points a game, so you guys can score. What do you tell your guys at halftime to remind them of that, how good your offense is and what they can do?
Just, again, go over the things that we need to work on, how to be a little more efficient with what we're doing, go back to some of our basics, and get back after.
Coach, good luck second half.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Brandon, and thanks to Coach Dean Philippi. Under duress and pressure, Sluka steps up, delivers the touchdown as time expires. We head to the halftime, 18-8, Hemingford. Jordan Haas, head coach of Hemingford, is with Brandon Aksamit.
Team's never been here before. You get your opening drive, you fumble it. Things could have fallen off the wheels for you right from the beginning, but instead you turn it around and put up 18 points in the first half.
Well, our kids have faced adversity all year. They've had some bad things happen to them all year, and basically we just kind of brush it off. It's part of the game. Good, you're going to go through peaks and valleys. Good things are going to happen. Bad things are going to happen. So we just kind of brush it off, and we got to play our game then.
Never been here before. First time as a coach in the halftime. First time at a state championship game. What was the speech you gave?
You know what? We played really well, except for the last minute of the first half. We got to finish. Sluke is a really good player, and he made a couple plays. So we just got to make sure we finish. We got to tackle his hips because he's pretty elusive if we try and go high.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck second half.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's go down on the sideline to Brandon Aksamit.
Blake, as a linebacker, you know you want to read your keys, trust your eyes, be disciplined. That's all things Coach Brian Cargill wanted his linebacking core to do. On top of that, he wanted them to obviously tackle, pursue, but most importantly, get Gunnar Garner to the ground. As you can see, he can hurt you through the air or on the ground, so his linebacking core is really focusing on that. We'll see how they do on their second defensive series.
Let's go down to the field to Brandon Aksamit.
Guys, look like it's pretty safe to say Cozad's going to be Class C1 state champs, wrapping up their undefeated season. One thing that's been inspiration for this Cozad team throughout the entirety of the season has been Jacob Rush. He was an all-state linebacker as a junior. Coming into his senior year this year, he blew out his knee 6 minutes into the very first game of the season, tore his MCL, ACL out for the entire season. If you look at some of the players' ankle tape, you can see number 32 or BTR, which stands for Big Time Rush. They come off the sidelines after every big play. They shake his hand, let him know that one was for you. And this state championship this season has been for the senior Jacob Rush.
Hey, let's go down to the field to Brandon Aksamit. Brandon.
Coach, after the semifinal win against Boone Central Newman Grove, when you knew you'd be coming to Lincoln, you told your wife you're going to burn the candle at both ends preparing for this. What's it like now stepping back, knowing you've won the championship, all the hard work's paid off?
Well, very gratifying, and I'm very happy for the kids. You know, all that hard work you put in all the season, and then kids just did a great job of taking the coaching and doing what they had to do to get to this point. Very happy for them.
Talk about this team, the personality, the character they have. The guys up in the booth were saying this may be the best team to ever come out of Cozad.
Well, they did a great job, and you know, the whole thing in life is do the best you can and don't sell yourself short, and these guys most certainly did not. So did a great job, and hope we can continue to do well.
Coach, this is your first season at Cozad. You get a state championship. You know, you're setting the bar pretty high for expectations for the Cozad community.
Well, I've coached for a long time, and I just happened the good Lord gave me an opportunity to coach a good group of kids, and they worked very hard, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Coach, congrats on a great season.
Thank you. I sure appreciate it.
Moving over now to Jake Paulson, the senior, led his team to the state championship. Jake, as a senior, coming to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, ending your career on such a high note, can you describe the feeling?
Well, what a great group of guys I'm with, and what a great year, and we took care of business, and it was a lot of fun.
Well, obviously a lot of fun winning the state championship. Talk about the journey, the camaraderie of your team coming through the postseason, ending the season undefeated, all the way and ending it at Memorial Stadium.
Well, the coaches did a great job of getting us prepared each game, took it one game at a time, and just didn't worry about anything, just did what we did, and it worked out for us.
Looking back at the beginning of the season, before this even started, did you guys see yourselves here? Did you have these goals set that you wanted to be at Memorial Stadium, holding up that trophy, getting the gold medal?
Yeah, we had a lot of goals. We had goals to be undefeated, state championship, district champs, and all that. And I don't know, we just worked hard and got the job done.
Well, Jake, congrats on the big win, on the great season, and ending it on such a high note. Go enjoy it with your team.
Yeah, thanks, I appreciate it.